You know, love isn't always about grand gestures or perfect words. Sometimes it's about the small moments, the quiet ways we show someone they matter more than the world. And if you're sitting here wondering how to make your wife feel like the queen she truly is, I promise you, it's simpler than you think. It's about presence, attention, and a love that speaks louder than words. Today we're going to explore 5 ways to make her feel adored, appreciated, and cherished every single day. The first trick is deceptively simple: listen. And I don't mean just hearing her words, I mean truly listening in the way that makes her feel like she is the only person in the room. It's about putting down your phone, closing your laptop, turning off the background noise, and really looking at her like you're trying to memorize every flicker of her expression, every inflection in her voice, every pause that holds a story she hasn't told anyone else. Listening is an act of love, but it's also an act of courage because it means letting yourself sit with her emotions, even when they're messy, even when they're uncomfortable. It's easy to think that you need to fix everything, to offer solutions, to have the right words ready, but sometimes the greatest gift you can give is simply your presence. Studies show that couples who actively listen report 40% higher satisfaction in their relationships. 40%, that's not a small number. That's the difference between feeling like a house of strangers living under one roof and feeling like a home where hearts connect. Picture her walking through the door after a long, exhausting day. Maybe work was brutal, maybe traffic was unforgiving, maybe someone made her feel invisible. And instead of rushing her with advice, instead of brushing off her words, you sit. You let her speak. You let the silence be filled with understanding rather than solutions. There's magic in that. There's intimacy in that. It's like telling her without saying a word, I see you, I feel you. You matter to me more than anything else in this world right now. I remember a friend of mine, someone who had been married for years, who thought he was already a good listener, but he realized he was only half there, his mind running ahead, planning what to say next, distracted by bills, deadlines, or the sound of the television. So he decided to make a change. Just 15 minutes. 15 minutes of uninterrupted conversation every single night. No phones, no distractions, no trying to solve her problems. At first it felt awkward. The silence hung heavy, words stumbled out in ways neither of them expected. But then something miraculous began to happen. She started to tell stories she hadn't shared in years, little fears, tiny triumphs, the moments that make her laugh until her stomach aches. He started to notice the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about something she loved, the subtle tremble in her voice when she worried about something only she could feel. Within weeks, their connection deepened, not because he said the perfect thing, but because he simply was there, because he listened, because he made the decision to show her that her words, her thoughts, her very being mattered. Listening like this transforms ordinary evenings into sacred spaces, into moments where hearts touch and souls connect. It's not dramatic, it's not a grand gesture, it's the quiet magic of paying attention, of valuing her voice over the noise of the world. And it doesn't just make her feel heard, it makes her feel loved, respected, and cherished. Think of listening as giving her a crown made not of gold, but of understanding, empathy, and unwavering attention. Imagine how she feels when she knows that you want to hear her, not because you have to, not because it's polite, but because her inner world is precious to you. And this doesn't have to be limited to 15 minutes at night. You can listen on walks, on long drives, in the kitchen while she cooks, or even in bed before sleep steals the day from you. Listening is continuous, a rhythm of life that tells her every single day, I choose you, I choose to see you, I choose to be with you fully. Because when you do this, you're not just hearing words, you're understanding emotions, reading between the lines, noticing the pauses that carry more meaning than sentences. You are creating a space where she can be her full, authentic self without fear of judgment, without fear of being interrupted or ignored. And the beauty of this gift is that it comes back to you in ways you can't measure. A smile when she feels truly understood, a warmth in her touch that lingers longer than usual, the trust that grows quietly but powerfully, knowing that her heart is safe with you. Listening is deceptively simple, but it is revolutionary. It is the foundation of intimacy, the glue that binds hearts in ways money or gifts never could. Every time you make the choice to listen like you mean it, you're telling her in the language of love, you are my world and I will never take a moment of your voice for granted. The second trick to making your wife feel like a queen is noticing the little things she does, especially the things no one else seems to see. It's easy to get caught up in the big gestures, the anniversaries, the vacations, the fancy dinners, but what really builds a queen's heart is the quiet acknowledgement of everything she carries, often without complaint, every single day. Think about all the invisible labor she does, the way she remembers everyone's birthdays, manages the household, balances work, cares for friends and family, and somehow still finds time to be present for you. So many of these moments go unnoticed, taken for granted, assumed to be automatic, but to her, they are everything. To make her feel cherished, you have to see them. It's not about grandeur, it's about recognition. When was the last time you told her that you see how hard she works? When was the last time you whispered in her ear that her effort matters, that her love shapes the world around her in ways you could never repay? Expressing gratitude isn't just a courtesy, it's transformative. A study in the Journal of Social Psychology found that couples who expressed appreciation daily reported higher levels of intimacy and stronger emotional bonds. Imagine how your wife's heart would swell if she knew that all the small sacrifices she makes are seen and valued. That feeling, that recognition, is more precious than anything you can buy. I remember a story about a friend, a man who had been married for 10 years. He realized that he had never truly thanked his wife for all the invisible things she did. One day, he decided to write her a note, a simple list of everything he had noticed over the past week. The way she patiently helped their child with homework, the way she'd stayed up late to finish a project at work, the way she made their home feel warm and safe even on the hardest days. When she read it, she cried, not because it was perfect, but because she felt seen. That note didn't just make her feel appreciated, it made her feel loved in a way words alone could not convey. Notice the small victories she achieves too. Celebrate them as if they are victories for you as well, because in a partnership they are. Maybe she finally completed a project she's been working on for months, or she took the first step toward a dream she's had quietly in her heart. Don't just say good job, pause, look her in the eyes, and tell her what it meant to you to watch her do it, to witness her strength, her perseverance, her grace. The impact of this recognition cannot be overstated. Even the tiniest acknowledgement, a text in the middle of the day, a cup of coffee with a note that says, "I noticed how hard you worked today," can light her up in ways you wouldn't believe. It tells her, "I see you. I see the battles you fight quietly, the moments you think nobody notices. I love every part of you." And this is about consistency, not occasional bursts of attention. Imagine living every day with someone who notices the little things, not because they have to, but because they want to. A queen doesn't need lavish gifts. She needs to know her presence, her effort, her essence is treasured. A simple thank you can be revolutionary when it's genuine and heartfelt. You can notice how she organizes the kitchen, how she remembers details about her friends, how she somehow makes every corner of the home feel cared for. When you acknowledge these things, you are giving her a crown that cannot be bought, a crown made of understanding, respect, and admiration, and it goes beyond words. Actions speak louder than any speech. Take the things she does for granted today and reverse them. Offer to make her favorite meal, handle a chore she hates, or give her a quiet evening where she can rest without interruption. When you notice the weight she carries and then ease it, even in small ways, you are telling her that her well-being matters to you as much as your own. That, more than anything else, makes her feel like the queen of her own life and makes you her partner in the kingdom you are building together. Notice, celebrate, and honor her, because the quiet acknowledgement of her effort is a language of love that will resonate in her heart far longer than any grand, fleeting gesture ever could. Every day you do this, you are telling her without words, you are seen, you are valued, you are cherished, you are my queen. The third way to make your wife feel like a queen is to surprise her, but not with things that cost money or shout extravagance. The kind of surprises that matter are the ones that come from the heart, the ones that show her you're paying attention, that you notice what lights her up, that you want to make her life a little brighter just because she exists. It's about thoughtfulness, the quiet magic of showing someone they are treasured in ways that feel intimate, personal, and real. Imagine how powerful it feels to be noticed, not just for who you are in the big moments, but in all the small, everyday ways. Surprising her isn't about expensive gifts. It's about remembering the little things she loves. Maybe she has a favorite book she's been talking about for months, or a song she plays on repeat when no one is listening. Maybe it's a snack she always sneaks when no one is around, or a certain candle that makes her feel calm at the end of a long day. You can take these things and turn them into small acts of love. A copy of the book waiting on her pillow, a playlist queued up for her drive, a candle lit in the living room with a note that says, "Just for you." These gestures are simple, but they carry an enormous weight because they say, "I notice you, I care about the details that make your heart sing." There's a story of a couple I know where the husband started leaving tiny love notes in places his wife would least expect. A sticky note on her laptop, a message tucked inside her purse, a note in her car that simply said, "Thinking of you." She started to look for them, anticipating them, and when she found them, it wasn't just a smile she felt. It was a deep warmth, a sense that she was constantly seen and loved. Those small gestures reminded her that her presence mattered, that her happiness mattered, that she was treasured in ways that didn't require a holiday or a celebration. Each note was a quiet crown placed on her head, a reminder that, in his eyes, she was extraordinary, every day. The key to these prizes is personalization. The more you know her, the better you can surprise her. If she's been stressed at work, a surprise dinner waiting at home, or if her favorite tea poured into her cup when she walks through the door can feel like a warm hug without words. If she's been dreaming about taking time for herself, a day planned where she doesn't have to lift a finger can feel like a love letter written in actions. Thoughtfulness speaks louder than anything flashy because it shows you are paying attention to her, not just to impress her. Surprising her also shows that you remember, that you hold the details of her life in your heart. Maybe she mentioned months ago that she wanted to try a new hobby, a cooking class, or painting session. When you organize it quietly and present it to her, she sees that you listened and that you care about the dreams she holds close. These gestures remind her that she is not alone in her desires, that you are walking beside her, and that her happiness is a priority, that attention, that dedication, that intention. This is how a queen feels like a queen. It's not about doing this once in a while either. Think of it as a rhythm, a heartbeat that keeps her feeling cherished consistently. The anticipation itself, the feeling that she might open the fridge and find a surprise, or her phone might light up with a loving message during the day, becomes a thread that connects you both. It builds intimacy, it nurtures love, and it shows her in a tangible way that she is loved just for being her. And the beauty of these gestures is how they ripple outward. A cup of her favorite tea on a hectic morning can lift her mood, and that warmth spreads through the house. A note left in her bag reminding her she is amazing can give her courage for an entire day. These small surprises are the quiet, steady sparks of connection, the way you remind her that she is adored, valued, and treasured. They say without words, "I see you, I know you, and you are everything to me." When you make it a habit to surprise her thoughtfully, to give her these little pieces of joy, she feels alive in a way that only happens when someone is truly seen. And the most beautiful thing? You don't need an occasion. You don't need a reason. Every day is an opportunity to place a small crown of love on her head and let her know that in your eyes, she is the queen of your heart. The fourth way to make your wife feel like a queen is to support her dreams as if they were your own. Because love isn't just about sharing moments, holding hands, or laughing together. It's about holding each other up, believing in each other, and standing beside one another when the world feels heavy or when the path forward seems uncertain. Supporting her dreams isn't just encouragement in words. It's showing up, investing in her hopes, and celebrating her ambitions as if they were part of your own heart. Imagine how it feels to have someone say without hesitation, "I believe in you. I'll walk with you. I'll catch you if you fall." That kind of support is not just love, it's reverence, it's loyalty, it's devotion. Too often we get caught up in the idea that supporting someone's dreams means grand gestures or financial investment. Sometimes, yes, that helps. But more often, it's the quiet, daily acts of encouragement that matter most. Listening to her ideas, brainstorming with her, being her sounding board when she doubts herself. It's in those moments that she feels truly seen. Think about it, how often does she suppress her own aspirations, fearing failure, fearing judgment, or believing the world isn't ready for her vision? When you stand beside her, when you remind her of her strength and her brilliance, you're not just supporting a dream, you're nurturing her soul. I remember a story about a couple I know. She had always wanted to start a small business, a dream she had quietly held on to for years, but she was unsure where to begin. Instead of dismissing it or telling her it was too risky, he encouraged her every step of the way. He celebrated her first sales, helped her create a workspace at home, and even stayed up late helping with paperwork and brainstorming ideas. The result wasn't just a successful business, it was a bond that deepened, a love that grew stronger, and a queen who felt truly empowered. She once told him, "I never realized how much I needed someone to believe in me until I felt your belief." That is the power of support. It transforms fear into courage, doubt into determination, and ambition into reality. Supporting her dreams doesn't always mean doing things for her. Often it means making space for her to flourish. If she wants to take a course, learn a new skill, or dedicate time to a passion, make it possible. Offer to handle things at home, take over errands, or simply be quiet when she needs focus. Love isn't just about being present in the easy moments, it's about making the hard ones lighter, about creating a foundation from which she can soar. When she knows that her dreams are valued and that you are committed to her growth, she feels unstoppable, cherished, and fully empowered. And it's not just career or money-related dreams, it's about the emotional and personal growth she craves. Maybe she wants to write a book, travel alone for a week, or master a hobby she's longed to try. Encourage her, celebrate her bravery, and honor her journey. These gestures may seem small, but they are monumental in how they make her feel respected, trusted, and adored for the entirety of who she is. A queen doesn't feel like a queen when her wings are clipped. She feels like a queen when someone she loves is her wind lifting or higher than she ever imagined she could go. The beauty of supporting her dreams is that it also strengthens your partnership. When she knows that her goals are safe with you, that her ambitions are celebrated rather than dismissed, she gives you her trust, her heart, and her deepest loyalty. You become not just her partner in life, but her partner in purpose, her ally in ambition, her champion in every battle, big or small. And the love she feels in return isn't just admiration, it's a profound, unshakable bond built on mutual respect, unwavering support, and shared triumphs. Supporting her dreams as if they were your own is one of the purest acts of love, because it says, "Without words, I see the light inside you, the fire that drives you, the beauty of who you are becoming. I am here. I will walk with you. I will celebrate, protect, and lift you every step of the way." And in those moments, when you show her this kind of devotion, she feels like a queen, not just for a day, but in the deepest chambers of her heart, every single day. The fifth way to make your wife feel like a queen is to make love a daily ritual, not a once-in-a-while event. And I don't mean just the romantic gestures that come with anniversaries or special occasions. I mean the consistent, gentle acts that show her she is cherished every single day. Love isn't something that should be reserved for moments on a calendar. It's something you build, nurture, and celebrate in the ordinary moments, in the quiet spaces of life where attention and intention become the language of the heart. It's the small things that tell her, without words, that she is your world, your priority, your heart walking around outside your chest. Think about the mornings you wake up together, that first smile over a cup of coffee, the soft brush of a hand on hers, the way you notice her hair, the way you pause to tell her she's okay's beautiful before the world notices. These are small rituals, but they are powerful. They say, "I see you, I cherish you. You are my queen," not because of a moment, but because of every ordinary day we share. It's in the way you make her breakfast just a little differently because you remembered how she likes it, in the note tucked into her bag that simply says, "I love you," in the hug at the door when she comes home from a long day. These acts, tiny as they may seem, create a rhythm of love that she feels deeply and consistently, and that rhythm is what makes her feel valued, adored, and secure. A friend of mine told me about how he started a new habit with his wife. Every morning he would leave a short, handwritten note somewhere she would find it. Sometimes it was funny, sometimes it was romantic, sometimes it was simply a reminder that he was thinking of her. At first it felt small and almost silly, but soon it became the heartbeat of their relationship. She would look forward to finding them, carrying them like little pieces of warmth through her day. That simple ritual didn't just make her smile, it made her feel loved in a way that nothing else could. It reminded her that she mattered, that she was constantly in his heart, and that he chose her again and again every single day. Making love a daily ritual also means listening to her, noticing her moods, and responding with empathy and care. When she's tired, offer her a quiet moment. When she's stressed, hold her hand or give her space without being asked. When she's happy, celebrate with her, dance in the kitchen, or laugh at something only the two of you understand. These moments, though small, are threads that weave together the fabric of a marriage. They are the quiet ways of saying, "I am here, I see you. You are my queen every day, not just on special occasions." And it's not only the physical or verbal expressions of love, it's the emotional investment, the thoughtfulness, and the intention behind every gesture. Think of it as watering a garden. If you only water once a month, nothing blooms. But if you nurture it a little every day, it flourishes. When you make love a daily ritual, you are tending to her heart, her spirit, and your connection. You are showing her that she is cherished, that her happiness matters, that your love is not fleeting or occasional, it is steady, intentional, and enduring. Even the mundane tasks can become acts of love when done with care, bringing her a cup of tea while she works, running an errand she dislikes, tidying the home before she sees the mess, or simply asking how her day went and listening deeply. These moments, when repeated consistently, become sacred. They are your daily vows, spoken not with words carved in stone, but with actions that speak directly to her heart. Every time you act with intention, you are telling her, you are seen, you are valued, you are my queen, today, tomorrow, and every day after that, and the effect is profound. When love becomes a ritual, it is not tied to external circumstances. It grows organically, quietly, powerfully. She feels secure, cherished, and adored. She feels like she matters more than anything else in the world. And in that feeling, she becomes the queen she deserves to be, and your relationship becomes something resilient, deep, and extraordinary. It is not about perfection. It is about consistency, presence, and intention. Every day, in these small ways, you crown her with love, reminding her silently but powerfully that she is the center of your universe, the heartbeat of your life, and the queen of your heart. When you put these 5 tricks into practice, you're not just making your wife feel like a queen, you're building a kingdom together, one of love, respect, and connection. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. It's about showing up, noticing, celebrating, supporting, and loving her in ways that echo in her heart every day. Because when she feels cherished, valued, and seen, she shines, and your love story becomes unstoppable.